It's time to read a story from the Bible. Lighthouse Story Time.
David and Goliath. David was a shepherd boy who lived outside Bethlehem. He was the youngest of 8 brothers and spent his days minding his sheep with his slingshot. His brothers were away fighting in a war between the Israelites and the Philistines, and David was sent by his mother and father to take some food and clothes to his brothers. When he arrived at the Israelite camp, he found that the soldiers were exhausted and dispirited. His brothers told him about the giants who were fighting for the Philistines, huge, strong men who were over 9 feet tall, with sharp swords and unbreakable armor. The largest of these giants was named Goliath, and as David and his brothers were talking, he emerged from the Philistine camp to offer a challenge. "Choose a man and have him come down to me," he shouted. "If he is able to defeat me, we will become your servants, but if I defeat him, you will become ours." The Israelites felt so angry and frustrated at Goliath's challenge. They knew that no mere man would be able to defeat this colossal giant, so there was no point in sending anybody out. David felt a great stirring in his heart. He knew that he had to do something to help the soldiers, even though he was just a lowly shepherd. "Send me out to him," David said. The soldiers started to laugh. "What, you? You're just a shepherd boy. You don't have a proper weapon. All you have is a slingshot and a couple of stones." Despite their teasing, David knew that God would look after him. "I know it doesn't look like much," he said, "especially against such a fearsome enemy. But God is good, and I trust him to lead me through anything. I've had to fight off bears and lions to protect my sheep before. Why does this have to be any different? God rescued me from them, so why wouldn't he rescue me from Goliath? I am not afraid." The Israelites saw that they had no other choice, and so they sent David out. "Good luck," they told him, "and God be with you." David went without any armour because it didn't fit him properly. He chose 5 smooth stones from the stream, put them in the pouch of his shepherd's bag, and with his sling in his hand, approached Goliath. "Who goes there?" boomed Goliath. He stared down at David and saw that he was just a young boy. "Ha, this should be an easy challenge," he said. "I come in the name of the God of Israel," David shouted back. He was frightened, but he took a deep breath and continued. "God has protected me from everything before now, and he's going to protect me from you. I will strike you down with just 1 stone." As Goliath moved closer to attack him, David ran quickly towards the battle line to meet him. Reaching into his bag and taking out a stone, he slung it and struck Goliath right on the forehead. It was enough to knock him out, and Goliath fell face down on the ground, defeated. The Philistines saw that Goliath had been killed with just 1 stone, and they were terrified. They turned from their camp and ran away, and the Israelites had won. David was able to defeat Goliath because he was not afraid. He knew God was going to help him, and that his faith would give him all the strength he needed. No matter how frightening things may seem, God is always right there with us. And so just like David, we can face whatever comes our way and tell the world, "I am not afraid."